a few days ago, or I don't even know when it was, and I went all out as hard as I could, and I was 40 seconds off. So I don't know, maybe with Katie if we both do it, but
right, he needed me. Everybody hear that? He needed me.
I'll need her. We'll see if we can get it.
Yeah. So I guess that's our goals for tomorrow. Also, I got lovely messages from a few friends today that I don't know if they know how great their timing or perfect their timing was for the messages, but very thankful for a few notes received. Thank you, Foyle. Thank you, Dolch. I just really needed those words and really appreciated them. So they made me happy, warmed my heart, calmed my heart. So it was a good day. When Lindsay Jordana gasped yesterday, what I was excited for today, I really didn't have a great answer, but then writing down all the things that happened today and just the things I was grateful for, it was a pretty good day. So thankful
and I got my flights.
Oh yeah, and Tommy is now officially going to Hamburg.
Yeah.
Or at least has a flight there.
I was like, please come before Saturday, because that's when we leave, and I got them today. So hooray.
All right, let's get started. Get the show on the road. 10 minutes of core. We're doing 10 different exercises, every exercise being 1 minute. We'll flow straight from one to the next. You do not need any equipment, just some space on the floor, something comfortable under your back, because we will be on our back quite a bit. But we are going to start with as I'm deciding what we're going to do, we're going to start with a forearm plank. So, go ahead and go onto those forearms. 3, 2, 1, start. Your elbows should be right under their shoulders, bringing that belly button pulled into your spine. Making sure that you're keeping breathing regularly. You should always be breathing, but try not to hold your breath while you're doing these different exercises. I'll give you a heads up when we have 30 seconds left, 10 seconds left, 5 seconds left. So if your form's starting to fall apart, go ahead and take a break and then just rejoin us. 30 seconds left. I was thinking about adding a variation, but I think we'll just hold it. Holding it. Just breathe. Make sure that your back's still flat. 10 seconds left. 5. We're going to go into that dynamic side plank, so it's a little bit of a different one. You're going to be down on your hips at first, pull that top leg back, and then as the top leg comes forward in a running motion, you're going to bring those hips up. So your hips go down as your leg goes back, and then as your leg comes forward, your hips go back up again.
Burping up dinner over there.
Oh, I thought I did a good job of hiding it.
I heard. We had
30 seconds. We had corn burgers, spicy corn burgers.
They weren't that spicy.
No, and when I put the cheese on them, usually I don't like spicy food, but I mediate it with cheese.
Did you do pepper jack?
No, provolone.
Okay. I did pepper
10
jack.
seconds.
It still wasn't that spicy.
No. 5. I was also really excited because the beats that I'd kind of forgotten about. Go ahead and switch sides. I'm going to hold this story while I explain this again. So down, hips, running motion, pull that top leg back. And then as that top leg comes forward, your hips come up. And like your top leg, your top foot should be touching the ground. And not really like collapsing onto it, but like a forward motion. 30 seconds left. Now back to my beat story. So I thought they were going to be really bad, but I roasted them last night and just put them in the oven. Forgot about them. Then thankfully my mom said something that reminded me. And today I put them on the corn patties and it was delicious. So that was exciting that they didn't go to waste. 10 seconds left. I asked my dad if he wanted to try it. 5 seconds left, but just him trying corn was out of his scope enough. He'll save the beats for another day. On to our back. We're going to start with the first variation of jaws. So arms straight up, legs at a 90-degree angle. Dropping your arms and your legs slowly towards the ground, coming back up to the middle. Your feet should be flexed with those ankles just a little bit in from your knees. Keeping that low back pressed against the floor. 30 seconds left. If you want to make this a little more challenging, you can always add a weight like a medicine ball, or sometimes I just use our stability ball in your hands.
I do have to say this has gotten easier since when we first started this 3 months ago.
Good.
I remember thinking the first time we did this, it was insane.
10 seconds left. Yeah, it's funny. 5. Keep going, but this time when we get to the center, we're gonna bring up those shoulders and hips off the ground. So same downward motion with your arms and your legs, but when you get to the center, just a little bit of an extra crunch as you bring your shoulders and your hips off the ground. Just a little bit more dynamic. Still the same. Just kind of steady pace. I always think it's funny because some days I'm like, oh, this is so easy, 30 seconds left. And then other days I'll be like shaking and find it very challenging.
So taper is kicking in.
Maybe. I haven't started tapering my planks and pajamas yet, though. That taper starts next week. 10 seconds. 5. Give yourself a little bit extra space. We're going to do windshield wipers. So legs are straight, going side to side. The straighter your legs are, the harder it's going to be. If you want to make it a little bit easier, you can bend those knees. What?
My dad just wrote on there, I just threw your beets out of the fridge that have been in here since February.
Oh, no! Yeah, those might not be good by the time we get there. 30 seconds left.
Thanks for looking out, Dad.
Yeah. We sometimes, well, more in the Hersey household than the Zafiris household, we play this game, What's the Oldest Item? And it's pretty old. 10 seconds. I forget what it was this time when we were home. 5. Do you remember?
Probably the Nutella that I ate from 2015.
So, we're going to go and we're going to do single leg hip dip. So go ahead and do your normal hip bridge, and then you're going to lift your one leg up towards the ceiling, and you're going to go down just and up on single leg. So single leg hip dip. Really want to engage those glutes as you get to the top. If you're having trouble doing the single leg, you can always just do double leg hip dips.
Are we doing 30 seconds on one side?
Yeah, because I just missed it.
Okay.
I was looking at it and I was like, oh, I want to say 30 seconds each side, but then it was gone.
And so we're doing a minute each side?
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
10 seconds.
It started off too fast.
5. Switch. So go into your normal hip bridge, then lift up your, well, for me it's my right leg, but whatever the opposite leg is, and go straight into your next single leg. Making sure as you come up towards the ceiling, really engage that glute. $30 seconds left. Remember, if you need to take a break, or you can also just do a few that are double leg and then come back to single leg. Keep breathing. 10 seconds, almost there. 5. Both legs down, penguins. Feet together. Head relaxed, neck relaxed. Shoulders off the ground. Trying to work your way down your feet. Touch your heels. Or get as close as you can depending on where you're at. Low back should obviously be pushed against the ground. 30 seconds left. Only one more exercise after this one.
This one is
10
making
seconds.
my Moose Tracks ice cream into a milkshake.
You already had ice cream? 5 seconds. How did I miss that?
We finished dinner an hour ago.
All right, onto our bellies. We're going to finish with Supermans. So you can either come down to the ground just hovering, or you can come all the way down and touch. But you really want to make sure that you're long, as long as you can be, point with the fingertips and toes and keeping that neck long. Again, breathing. You can add weights if you wanted to your hands. 30 seconds left. My weight for the winter for this one was soup cans. I think they're like hefty or chunky or something like that. You know, the advanced soup can version.
No chicken noodle
Not
or
Campbell's chicken noodle. No, I'm just kidding.
no broth.
10 seconds.
The heavy stuff.
5.
I wonder what the heaviest soup is.
Done.
If anyone knows what the heaviest soup is, let us know.
This is mine. Oh, it was actually Campbell's, but it was Campbell's Chunky.
Not being paid by Campbell's,
No.
let this be known.
Yeah, that's not a sponsor.
Sponsored by Mom and Dad, who went to the store and bought that.
We have been sponsored by Mom and Dad for sure this past 6 months almost. All right, we're going to do one more minute. This minute is just to breathe and relax and be present. So you can get in child's pose or whatever position you find relaxing. And for the next minute, I'm not going to talk, and we're just going to breathe and chill out. And go ahead and come up slowly.